Hi guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Footy Short. As you can see in our studio today, we've got special guests because we're having our very first debate. So, I'm Oz, Sammy, regular presenters, and today we are joined by Bibbs.
Hello.
And we're joined by Tam.
What's going on?
So, guys, lots of hot topics to talk about on the show this week. Okay, so first, Sammy, let's get straight to our first subject. What do you make of the Pentygate incident at United?
Well, look, as a United fan, from what I've seen of the last two games, obviously I know we beat Chelsea 4-0, that was last week. And then we played Wolves at Molineux. And I was thinking it's a difficult place to go to, Molineux. You know, not a lot of clubs are going to go there and get 3 points. So I don't think it's a bad result that we
Well, they were United's bogey team last year, weren't they?
Of course, we lost them, yeah. I don't think we beat them
3
in
games,
2019.
actually.
Yeah.
They got knocked out by the FA Cup,
of course,
beaten at Molineux and Old Trafford. So, yeah.
But look, we had the opportunity to beat them. Obviously, speaking hypothetically, Pogba scores the penalty, United win 2-1, yeah?
But he didn't score
the penalty, and I think everyone knows what's happened as a result of that. It's shameful what's happened on Twitter about him, not only him, but also Tammy Abraham, him missing the penalty as well.
Racism.
Is what you're referring to. It's terrible, but let's talk about the penalty first, yeah? Because I know there's a lot of debate about should Pogba have taken it because Rashford had his penalty against Chelsea and he scored the goal.
Yeah.
First of all, Pogba's won that penalty.
Okay.
And he's done brilliantly to win it. Yeah. He's done well to win that penalty. Secondly, when we played Chelsea, everyone was singing high hopes about him. His assist, his run, how amazing he done to get.
Does that justify taking a penalty?
I'm not saying it justifies it, but he stood up, got fouled. He stood up and he said to Rashford, I want to take this penalty. It shows confidence. Okay, he's missed the penalty, but he's human. But
The abuse shouldn't come.
The abuse shouldn't come, and no one should question his ability as a player. And everyone seems to talk about him missing the penalty. What people don't talk about is Rio Patricio's save.
It was a
I
good
don't
save.
think there's much wrong with the penalty. I just think it's a brilliant save.
See, my view is you've got Rashford who's put away his last 6 penalties emphatically. I don't think he's actually ever missed a penalty. In fact, for United. When you've got Pogba, who's missed nearly half of his penalties that he's taken at United. Half. I'm talking about, there was a statistic on the other day, the penalty misses in the Premiership era.
Yeah.
He's sitting about 40%.
Yeah, he is.
So why would you let someone sitting on 40% misses take a penalty over someone who hasn't missed a penalty?
I'm not justifying the fact that Solskjaer has this technique of, we don't have a designated penalty taker.
Well, we've got 2 designated.
Yeah, we've got 2, and whoever's confident on the day.
Do you agree with that?
No, I don't.
There should be one.
I don't think there's anything wrong with Pogba taking
You're
the penalty.
saying it as if it's right.
No, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not justifying it. I'm just saying
No.
people are assuming that if Rashford took that penalty, Rashford would have scored.
It's not the point for me. The point is, it's Mickey Mouse in the first place to have 2 designated penalty takers. Did you see his interview, Solskjaer, after the game? Whoever's confident enough to take the penalty can take the penalty.
Yeah, that's
what are the bullshit?
But you're swaying away from what I'm saying.
I'm not straying away from it. I'm saying that the position in the first place was embarrassing because what happens if Rashford fancies it? The guy scored the penalty against Chelsea the week before.
He didn't.
Is he not confident?
He didn't.
How do you know he didn't
passed the
fancy
ball?
it?
But that's what the manager
He passed the ball.
Because he feels he doesn't want to rock the boat. You know what Pogba's like as a personality, as a character.
Or he felt that Pogba deserved the penalty because he earned the penalty.
No.
We saw the same thing last week.
That's for the fail.
With Aguero. Right. Sterling had the chance to score a hat-trick, and Aguero picked up the ball and
but
said,
Aguero is the designated penalty taker for Man City.
That's where you lot are going wrong. You should have a designated penalty taker.
I agree with you. That's what I'm trying to say.
So it should come down to the manager to stamp his authority to actually put that in place.
Because what happens? You got 2 Pogba and Rashford that both fancy. You're gonna have an argument.
This goes up to Solskjaer now.
And I agree with that. And I think
so it's Solskjaer's fault now.
Yeah, it's Solskjaer's fault. I don't blame Pogba.
He should be making those decisions. Full stop.
That's it.
A lot of managers have said that they sometimes let the players have that much. Even Pep.
I think he's bottling it. I think Solskjaer's bottling it. I'll tell you that now.
I don't think he's bottling it.
He's bottling it because he doesn't want to rock the boat in the dressing room.
No, I think I don't really want to say this, but I think they're wrapping Pogba up in cotton wool. You know, like trying to keep him
and
safe,
that's what I
happy.
mean. He's bottled
They
it.
shouldn't do that because
Pick one penalty taker.
what I like
that's
about
it,
us
finish.
now is that we don't look like we rely on him. Our goals look like it can
Correct.
come from elsewhere but him.
Yeah.
You know, last season I felt like it was give the ball to Pogba and let
Yeah.
him do something amazing.
Yeah.
This year I feel like goals can come anywhere. Martial, Rashford, James.
I'm gonna say one thing to you. That Chelsea game, 2 assists, fair enough. What did he do in the game?
It wasn't just the assist though. It was his run that led to the 4th goal. His long run while everyone else is tired, he's still running halfway across the pitch.
He loses the ball a lot. In that game against Wolves, I thought he played shit. Honestly.
He's playing out
He lost the ball.
He's playing out
how many
position.
times? He's
He's
trying
playing
to
out
do those
position.
fancy tricks and whatnot.
He
He's
did
playing
lose the
out.
ball in dangerous
He
positions.
did.
He's playing out of
He
position.
Why is he out of position?
For Solskjaer.
Where's he playing now with you guys?
He's playing with
where
McTominay in the middle.
No, he plays what Rodri does for Man City, where Rodri picks up the ball from the defenders and then just switches it out wide, turns on the ball and plays it to the next person ahead of him.
Yeah.
Pogba doesn't do that. Yeah, his confidence gets the better of him. His ego gets the better of him because he thinks he can just turn, drop a shoulder, and he's past the midfielder. If he's past one attacker or midfielder, another one's going to come in, and eventually he's going to lose the ball and get pressed.
Yeah.
That's his problem. So United need a Rodri.
McTominay, can you not do that wrong?
I think he can, but Solskjaer obviously doesn't seem to have the confidence in him.
What do you make of the penalty talk then? So is it one penalty taker for you? 2? What would you do if it was your club?
Ideally, I'd say you need to know what's going on before the match. So if there's a penalty, you know who's the go-to guy, he takes the penalty. But I can understand when Solskjaer says the person that's feeling confident on the day, because a lot of players do have a bad day. And just like Pogba, he was having a good day because he earned the penalty.
Yeah.
He had a good run. He was confident.
I'm sure Rashford was confident to take it as well.
I don't think he was lacking confidence on the day. And with the penalty he took a week before, I'd say, odds on, let Rashford take it.
Yeah.
But again, it came down to.
So you can understand why.
No, just a penny. He scored 2 goals against Chelsea.
Confidence sky high.
Confidence sky high.
Absolutely.
You know,
And he's never missed a
be giving it to
penalty.
Rashford.
He's never missed a
You
penalty.
should be giving it to Rashford.
I think he's selfish of Paul Pogba
But he's not the first person
take
to
it.
do that, and he's not going to be the last person.
Furthermore, look, don't get me wrong. I think Pogba was selfish, and I think he should have given it to Rashford. The guy scores penalties for fun. However, that's not to justify the racist abuse that he suffered after the game, which I think has been absolutely disgraceful. There's no place in our game for that kind of abuse, you know?
Of course.
What?
But it's easy to go behind your phone or your keyboard, go on Twitter and say, Paul Pogba.
They're anonymous.
No one would ever do that to someone's face.
No.
Put it that way.
They wouldn't have the
They wouldn't have
balls.
the guts.
They wouldn't have the balls to do that.
It's just
Truly
they're-
disgusting.
They're
It is.
hidden behind social media,
Yeah.
and social media unfortunately gives people an opportunity to express their opinion.
Sadly,
It's a very, it's a
Horrendous.
shameful opinion. It's horrendous. It shouldn't be, no one should be ever thinking like that or saying stuff like that. But that's what social media, people have the opportunity to do that on social media.
Tam, what do you think in terms of, we've got the racist abuse there, which is absolutely uncalled for. But what my question is a lot of people are saying it's from the United fans. Do you believe that? They're his own fans criticising him, calling him racist abuse because of that?
It's probably a mix, and I don't think you're ever actually going to know. With social media, anyone can sit behind whatever it is that they're putting those comments up from. It could be people making United look bad. Could be people from elsewhere. Might be people that don't even have that opinion.
Maybe a lot of Liverpool fans in the mix.
Could be anyone.
They're rivals.
Could be anyone.
I don't
It's just
think.
pathetic.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, look, it's an endless. I mean, look, we know what the answer is. We all agree that there's no room for racism in football.
Say no to it.
Say no to racism.
Kick it out.
Kick it out.
But
You've got all the charities there.
moving away from racism. Obviously, this season now introduces VAR to the Premiership. VAR, Mr. VAR. And there's been quite a handful of incidents already with VAR.
Yeah.
Oz, what do you make of VAR? What's your first impressions of it?
I don't like it. I really don't like VAR. It's changed the game and not for the better in my opinion. Alright, fair is fair. I could see the idea and the reasoning behind VAR to make things more fairer and to get rid of those bad decisions which sometimes we feel our teams suffer from week to week. However, I think it's ruining football because it just takes too long. Literally every bloody goal, I'm a fan. I want to celebrate my team scoring. I want to jump in the air. That's my raw emotion coming through. What happens is
Well, you
we
do that.
score a goal.
You do
I
that.
do
When you
that.
put it on pause.
And
When you
then
don't put
I've
on
got to
pause.
sit back down again, and
Yeah.
then I feel like an idiot
Yeah.
because VAR review,
Yeah.
and it's not given. You're
When it-
taking the joy out of football.
When it was in, was it the World Cup or was it the Euros?
World Cup,
Well, when it was the
yeah.
World Cup, I think it actually worked quite well.
It's a quick
I
tournament.
think it works very well.
No, actually, yeah, people were
But
actually singing his praises.
Yeah,
back
it
then.
didn't seem too technical. Now it just
we
seems
haven't
like,
got it right. We haven't
Now
got
it
it
just
right. in
seems
the
like so
Premiership.
technical, and I think the
Yeah.
passion's just going. It's like
Yeah.
you said, you City Spurs the other day is a perfect example.
Yeah.
City get a last minute goal, screaming their heads off, thinking yes, we just beat Spurs 3-2. Suddenly,
Took a few minutes to review it. as well.
VAR.
And
Just
the
the
goal
lady-
was stolen from them.
Was that a disallowed goal?
Bibbs, as a Tottenham
as
fan,
a Tottenham fan,
As a
obviously
Tottenham fan.
you're happy to see that.
Like I said,
But as a neutral, should the goal have stood?
it was, like they said, the letter of the law. So they followed it and it was cancelled for good reason. So it wasn't a goal. But hypothetically, if we were looking at that last season, it would be a goal. And as a fan, like all the players, even Skip himself, no one thought anything otherwise. That was not a
no
handball.
one complained, did they?
That wasn't a handball.
No one even raised
The
no
rule-
Tottenham
the
player
rule
raised their
itself
hand.
is
and said
Lloris-
it was wrong.
Lloris was surprised. He was laughing at
Yeah.
the end.
As a child playing in a playground, I used to say handball is a handball, and that rule has actually come into professional football. Makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's accidental. It can happen. Both players went in. They didn't have awkward. Their arms weren't sticking out in an awkward way. So I don't think it was a goal, but it was good for us.
He hasn't done much wrong, has he, Laporte? Really? He hasn't purposely put his hand
No.
there and
He tried to
and
avoid it. He
direct
actually
the
tried to
ball,
avoid
knowing
it.
that Jesus is
Yeah.
behind him.
True.
But it's like last season when United went through. But that was
What, against Paris Saint-Germain?
Yeah.
I think that's totally
Do you think
different.
that?
That's
But, yeah, it's not the same
It's the same
thing.
principle.
It's the same principle,
It's
but-
the same principle.
But do you think that was a handball?
But it's not the fact that Laporte touched it with his hand and then Jesus just had a simple
Yeah.
tap in it and he scored. Jesus has actually had to like turn around,
Yeah.
go past two defenders
That-
and shoot
that's
the ball.
it.
It's not, you can't call Laporte's handball an assist. I don't think it's an assist at all.
It's the wrong decision. For
It's-
me.
it's totally the wrong
I can
decision.
see
And-
why they've given
And
it.
it led up to the goal.
Surprisingly,
Yeah, he said it before.
Carragher said it's the right decision. That's what VAR is there for. And I don't know. I think I disagree with Carragher. I don't
Yeah.
think that's what VAR is there for. It's not the right decision.
No.
Um,
I'll tell you another example of the VAR, which was absolute joke and appalling. Was Man City's first game. They played the first game. Was it Norwich? No.
West Ham.
West Ham. That's it. So my bad.
So,
So against the Olympic Stadium. So Aguero's penalty saved.
Oh yeah, no,
It was saved. However, VAR review. Players encroach in the
Declan
box.
Yeah. No,
Gets a chance to retake
No,
it. and
VAR
score.
shouldn't work like that.
That's
if you miss a
disgraceful.
penalty, you miss a penalty.
Disgraceful.
It's not, and there was something happened before that as well when Sterling scored his second goal. No, he scored his hat trick or his second goal. 1-2. Second goal.
Yeah.
His hand was like literally his hand was offside.
That's right. Yeah.
His hand was offside.
It's too much.
Like,
it's,
yeah.
his hand was, yeah.
it's taking the
No,
fun
was it
away
his
from
hand?
football.
It was some inch part of his
Minute,
body that it was
yeah.
like.
They say though that the arms aren't included in the offside, so.
Well, look, there's so many questions. We don't know. I don't think
It's
anyone
with the
knows.
goalkeeper as well. You can't have his foot off the line,
You can't,
Before
and that's
when the
another
ball's
nonsense.
and that's why Declan Rice was
Yeah.
pulled up on the
Yeah.
Aguero, but then the goalkeeper had made a mistake as well. So was it going to be called on that?
Yeah.
Then? So it's
It's
rule
like-
after rule.
it's too much.
Which has been
It's
looked
too
at,
much.
too
It's
much.
too much.
You're
It's too
too
much to follow.
and it's something the natural eye isn't going to catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see the intention of VAR. I think everyone can see the intention of VAR, but it's not hitting that intention.
At the moment, it's
standing
taking more from the
far
game than it's
away.
giving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
We want it to balance out over a season when there is a penalty which is given or a goal which didn't cross the line.
Yeah.
It always balances out over
Yeah.
the season. It
Yeah.
always does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With VAR, is that going to happen now?
It's going to be too
Especially-
much. It's going to be used all over the game. It needs to be in certain areas of it. Like, for example, your goals that go past the line or something like that. Offsides, necessarily, whatever it needs to be. But little things is just going to get too much.
Yeah, I'll give you my opinion on this, and it might be a bit controversial in terms of the VAR. What I would do, I'd give each team a number of challenges where they can have a VAR review.
Like tennis.
Like tennis, yeah? You get three VAR appeals a game from the captain or the manager, yeah? To say, right, I want a VAR review there. I think it was a penalty, or I think it was a handball. That way, it's fair.
I think that slows the game.
It would
that-
slow it
that's
down
not
even
right.
more.
It's slow enough
It
even
can be
more.
used in tennis, cricket, but in football,
Yeah.
we're
But
really
how
losing so
many
much.
VAR reviews are we having continuously now?
You
It
say
takes
that.
too long.
You say that, but take the City Spurs game as an example, and Jesus' goal.
Yeah.
Is Pochettino going to be standing on the sideline thinking, "Oh shit, I've got one VAR review left. Let me try my luck"?
Potentially,
or is he going to think, hold on a minute, I saw the use it with his hand. I need to do VAR here. Because if it's the one where he's thinking, let me try my luck, that's just not fair.
yeah.
And that's what
But if it's the one where he can see a handball, then I can understand what you're saying. But if he's just thinking, let me try my luck, then that ruins the game.
I think whatever happens, I'm sure we're all in agreement here, is that they need to improve VAR. Yes, the idea is right. It could be fair, but we haven't executed it very well.
No.
It's too long, too slow, and there's too many grey areas, I think.
It's been carried out in the European leagues. I've watched Serie A several times.
And has that been
quite
working?
good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with Juventus, I remember a moment last season when Paulo Dybala was fouled, ready to take the penalty. Referee said no, I have to have a look, and he went back, had a look, and he gave the penalty after he had a look. But it seemed like a fair bet, and it was good that the referee went to have the look. I haven't seen that in the Premier League this year. Is that going to happen? Have they got the screen? Why don't they just give the quick notification for the referee to actually see it? Because he's in live play.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, didn't Gary never say someone that's in like a
Proxy Park or wherever it is. Yeah.
You know, someone miles away.
Miles and miles away from.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. But
isn't it undermining the referee as well? If you've seen a decision and VAR is going against it, it's undermining our referees.
it is.
But
Look, endless debate. But look, one of the reasons, obviously, why we're all here today.
why we've got this special edition
Why
of
we've
the
got
show.
our special guest is Arsenal versus Spurs.
Next weekend,
Next
isn't
weekend,
it? Yeah,
next
not
week.
this weekend, next weekend.
The only team in North London.
It started already.
Let's not get pathetic.
Hold on a minute. So I think what we should do, let's ask your opinions on how you think your clubs have started in terms of season. Obviously, Spurs are coming off a 3-1 victory against Villa, which he was 1-0 behind until Eriksen come on the pitch and seemed to change the whole game.
Yeah,
what's happening there? You know, we got Eriksen on the bench for Tonga, nowhere to be seen.
Again, it's a bit of with Vertonghen, it's a whole different issue. With the European transfer window being closing later than us, I think that's the biggest issue that we've got with every club. I think Manchester United, Tottenham, they're feeling it more than anyone else because the Paul Pogba situation, Eriksen again. If Pogba goes to Madrid, Eriksen will stay most likely.
Yeah.
Vice versa, if Pogba stays, they might just go for Eriksen. So everything's in limbo. So we have to use our players differently now. And then the newcomers, excellent signings in Lo Celso, very good player. I think he's great, but is he ready for it right now? As we know, Pochettino, he's going to slowly bring him into it like he did in the last 10-15 minutes against City. So it's going to,
Sessegnon was another surprise last minute signing. I think that was a very good signing from you guys.
Great signing. I've been going for him for a couple of years now.
Why isn't he playing? Is he injured or
I
what?
don't think he's match fit.
Yeah,
Why
match
is
fit,
he-
get him involved with the drills, get him used to the whole
Did he
play.
play any friendlies?
He's young as well. He's got years ahead of him. So he's played wonderful for Fulham. Different setup with Spurs. He's in the big time now.
What's the expectations for Spurs this year?
I'd say minimum top 4 again. Hopefully bring home the Champions League. Yeah.
Champions League? You think
Well,
so?
they made it to the final last season, didn't they?
Well, why not? Go one.
I say history
one
repeats
step.
itself. Sometimes Liverpool did it, so why can't we?
Oh.
Losing the final and then go and take it
True,
home.
use
the
it
next season.
as momentum.
We've got a strong squad. Last year, the players we released and the players we brought in, I think it's a good balance. We've had a great window. I think the cherry on top would have been a Paulo Dybala coming in, maybe a Coutinho on loan would have been wonderful, but some things don't happen. We've got the good. So I think we need Dombele. We were missing a player of his
It seems like a
attributes,
fantastic
and
player.
he's another version of Dembele with the way he dribbles, he
Yeah.
holds the ball, he's got finishing in him. He's worth every penny. Not a desperate buy like the other side of London. With
Here we go.
Hold on.
Here we
Let's
strikers galore.
Let's give that-
add more strikers.
Let's give that little pause.
We didn't buy one single striker.
Let's give that little pause a minute. Okay, before we start this debate. So as an Arsenal fan, Arsenal coming off 2 victories. One I think which was a really good victory against Burnley because it's always difficult to play them.
Yeah, it was a bit shaky. I was
A bit
there.
shaky, but you brought in a lot of new players.
Yep.
As Bibb says, a lot of attackers. You brought in David Luiz at the back, try and strengthen things up.
Actually, wasn't a lot of attackers.
What's
to be fair?
What's the expectation for Arsenal this
Realistically,
season?
aim for top 4. That is all it can be. It can't be anything more.
Trophies? Any trophies at all?
Look, at the end of the day, we're in the Europa League, got the FA Cup. That's the only 2 that's going to be realistic. I think the league's out of question.
Right.
You get Arsenal fans all over the place. They're 1 minute they're up, 1 minute they're down. It's pathetic. But realistically looking at it, the team is a work in progress still under Emery. He's going to put his own stamp onto the team. It's still, Wenger's team.
His
a
own
little bit.
stamp. He's been there over a year now.
Yeah.
In terms of building that team up, he still hasn't had all the players that he
How
necessarily
long would it
wants in.
take?
Depending how this year goes, next year there's potential to maybe start getting back up there.
Will he have time?
Well, if Wenger had time, I don't see why Emery doesn't.
Well,
And then they look the signings. People would always, get happy when you spend a lot of money. Pepe, I haven't personally seen enough of him from France. I've heard good things.
Good records for Lille.
Really good.
has he
records.
has he actually got a good
he
record?
was
Has
like-
he got a good record?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he has.
What?
Has he got a good record?
No,
Last season
Has he got a good record?
His last
Last
year.
season was a great
Yeah,
season.
his last season was his best season. Do you know why his last season was his best season?
Why?
Because he was he was taking Lille's pennies.
How many penalties did he score?
Out of his 22 goals that he scored, 9 of them were pennies.
All right, so
Typical Arsenal player.
Then you're looking as well. He's a winger. We've needed wingers. All we had on the wings recently was a Welby, who I'm glad is gone, and Mkhitaryan, who fobbed us to us, luckily. So
how
we
did you get rid of Iwobi for that much money?
I thought that was a blessing. I don't know how
That's
that was.
unbelievable.
That was fantastic.
Unbelievable.
That was the sale of the season, but
Bloody hell.
But a great squad player?
Is Pepe
No.
is Pepe the answer to Arsenal's problems?
No.
he's not. He's not.
What about
think
Slavos? What about Slavos? The midfield that when everyone was going crazy over because he had a good game.
He had a
against
good
Burnley.
game.
He had a brilliant game.
But is he going to do that against the big clubs? Bibbs.
He wants to. He'll try to because he wants to go back to the real club that he's from. Real Madrid is his destination.
And there's no option to buy as well, apparently.
There isn't.
Apparently there's no option to buy.
So it's in effect this is season loan.
It's
and
a
that's
season
it.
He's a good player, but he
It's
might
a
be
season.
turned out to be a Morata as well. For example, Morata done amazing in Serie A, done great when he was on loan. Has a permanent move to
Yeah.
Chelsea. Doesn't really work out.
I mean, like I said, I was.
How's he going to square up against your midfielders?
We've got them all day long. We're just too strong for Arsenal, I think, at the moment. Arsenal need to gel. The players they've lost. I think losing Aaron Ramsey, great loss. Can't lose a player that knows the club from in and out. Emery, I don't understand why they let him go. I think that's still bemused every Arsenal fan out there.
Emery.
Who?
No, Emery, yeah.
Emery's the manager.
Yeah.
Who's?
What do
I
you
don't
mean
know why
let
he let
him
him
go?
go.
Oh, why he let
Why
Ramsey
he's
go?
I don't know why
okay,
he let
that's good.
Ramsey go. Yeah.
Did you understand? You saw your answer.
Yeah, I don't know why Emery let Ramsey go, but obviously he wasn't involved in the contract negotiations. They fixed up a lot more since Eduardo's come in, and now he's running the contracts with the players. He knows Edu. That's it.
Get it right.
That's
What do you make of that in terms of you've lost Ramsey there? You're not the same. You're behind Spurs.
Are you behind Spurs? Or can you now with these signings can you match up to these guys?
I think
Spurs
that's
have-
an answer.
Spurs have been the better team over the last couple of seasons. That's without a doubt. But
This season going forward,
I still think it's up for debate. I don't know how this season is going to pan out. We've made good signings. And I think signings that are going to get us back into the top four. Like
Mainly-
Luis, for example, yes, liability. I never used to like him back in the day. He brings experience.
is that because he's wearing red now?
No. I still say he's a
I think
liability.
the whole world, yeah, everyone still says he's a liability.
He's
He
still
was
a
husband,
liability.
but at the age of 32, is he now?
Yeah.
He's a leader of sorts.
So he's gonna-
At the end of the day,
He's now not a liability at the age of 32.
He's still going to be a
going
liability, but he's going to bring the leadership that's needed for that back line, which is not there.
And your captain was very happy to go. He was, I think we all saw.
And
He was a clown.
With his kid.
Well, that was
Saint
David-
Etienne he went to.
Yeah, David Luiz. He's got
Happy
his son playing as well in midfield.
Quintosi. Yeah, no.
But the Luis Socrates partnership, what's Kane? How's Kane going to do with them two?
I think they're both very vibrant. They're good defenders. They're not bad, but I think that they've both got an attacking sense to them. So they're both. I think they won't be able to handle Kane, especially with Kane's with the power coming through with Eriksen's balls, and then we've got Dombele. Got a lot of strength coming through. I think Lo Celso will probably start the game. And that will be,
A big game in the North London derby.
And yeah, I think he'll start him. I think he'll
Who
go
would
with him.
he play for against? Who's gonna replace?
I think he'll
Harry
pull
Winks,
out.
bro.
Harry Winks?
Yeah, Harry Winks, I think we might have to let him go, but he done amazing in the Champions League final. I think he's shown it again. He's always, whenever he's been selected, he's always shown up, and he's always wears his heart on his sleeve. He knows what he's doing. He plays composed, and he takes on the biggest games. So this is suitable for him. We're missing Dele Alli, so Lo Celso Eriksen, Kane, it makes more sense. Dombele to reinforce. I think Sissoko will be given a chance.
Son comes back from suspension as well.
Yeah, and then that's where I don't. Again, he is match fit because he's training well. It's just a suspension that he's come back from. But whether he will start as a sub, whether he starts or comes on as a sub, I think
you've got to start him. You've missed him
He's
the
fresh.
first 2 games.
That's the fresh legs we can do with as well.
Yeah.
They've all had a long summer with the African Nations Cup, with Copa America happening.
Yeah.
A lot of the players coming back quite lethargic, and they need that boost. And we've got a squad like Arsenal haven't got that squad. You look at their
Have you got a squad?
Cool, we do have a squad. It's turning into what Arsenal fans turned into a few years ago.
What was that?
Just egotistical maniacs.
And then, if they believe that their youth team is their squad, then fair enough. Their bench, you look at it and you have to just you have to question what's happening.
What's wrong with your bench? Your bench looks quite
Our
strong.
bench was really strong, to be fair. There was a team we started the other day. All right, fair enough. We had a couple of youngsters in with Nelson and Willock coming through, and Guendouzi really one of the youngsters as well, really speaking.
But he's your main man really at the same time. Had a bit of a trouble end to the season.
He's not bad. I mean, at the end of the day, I would always start with Torreira in that midfield.
Klasinic, Ozil, are they back from their? Have they recovered from their
robbery?
Their robbery, from their trauma.
They got the mafia. Yeah.
Klasinic probably has with the mentality he's got. Ozil's probably going to go running, but
true.
End of the day,
Illness.
I don't think.
Are they back?
I don't think there's a place for Ozil in that team right now. You know, we've got now pace on the wings with Pepe. Once he settles in, he's going to use Aubameyang out wide a lot of the time, which I don't agree with.
Yeah, it seems like a waste.
He's wasted out there. At the end of the day,
he's your best striker, and Aubameyang. You know,
he's going to get the goals.
Like Lacazette and Aubameyang. They're the only thing that's good about Arsenal, if you say it really.
Is that right?
I think that's the only thing that puts a smile on their faces.
It's not the only thing good.
Are you trying to say
Leno? You really happy? And then
I like Leno.
Yeah.
I personally think Leno's a good keeper, and you can't go wrong with Jones in goal.
And then who's your sub keeper this year?
That bloody what's his face?
Your number 2.
Martinez.
Oh, amazing.
Are you trying to say
Who's yours?
Are you trying to say they're a Ferrari up front but a mini Metro in defence?
Exactly that. They're going to try. The good thing is,
attack is the best form of defence.
Our defence has always been the weak point.
If you're Brazil, this is Arsenal.
You'd think they would have you'd think they would be playing well because they're going to be playing in the library, but I don't think that's going to help either. You know.
See, now he's getting petty. He's doing it for the fans.
Not really. I think it's just natural, isn't it?
What do you make of White Hart Lane's new stadium, Tom?
It's fucking toilet seat, isn't it? What else are you going to do it?
Better atmosphere.
Open it up and what's inside? Shit.
It's exactly the most tremendous stadium in the country, I'd say, at the moment. And then you've got it's like second-hand shop when you go to the Emirates now, isn't it? You see everything. If you want to see everything enhanced.
We could sit here, throw your jabs all day long. There's no need for that. At the end of the day, in a week and a half, that's when we're going to know who's actually the better team right now.
I think we already know that.
Did it hurt seeing them make the Champions League final last year?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have memories when you last went to that? It's quite a long time ago.
Barcelona.
2006.
See, but at the end of the day, there was no need. I'm always going to sit here and be realistic.
Great player.
We always qualified for the Champions League. Always top four.
How long
and got there and never did anything.
How long was it though? I think Europe has been your main competition.
They didn't qualify last year.
To the Champions League?
No, it's been 2 years. We've been out 2-3 years.
3 years, I'd say.
They missed the top 4 as well.
Thursday night football.
And you can sit there and say that you were there all day long.
So is it?
You've been there for years. You've been in Champions League for a couple of years, and you're up in your little
I
island.
literally have been there. Yes.
So is it right to say that Tottenham are back there and Arsenal? Are Arsenal playing catch up right now with Tottenham?
Yeah, the last couple of seasons.
I think the one thing that Arsenal did do great, most fans would admit this, the logistics-wise, they knew when to make the stadium, they did it at the right time. You thought with the backdrop with what Arsene Wenger brought and the Premier Leagues and the FA Cups that came through, they won the doubles as well, it was good. They were going the right pathway. The stadium came and it seemed like it was a bite too far, or they got greedy.
So Bibbs,
the evidence has dropped.
Is there a danger that Tottenham could turn into that? They've just reinvested in their stadium.
I think this,
spent a lot of money on.
Are Tottenham turning into that top 4 club? That let's just make top 4 and that's it.
Oh, it can't be the case because you can see yourself. If we were that, would we have spent the amount of money that we did spend?
How much have you spent?
We could
didn't actually spend that much this season.
Well, we did break our transfer.
You've bought
So did we, doesn't mean
Ndombele.
we had like the best
You
signings.
can argue, right? So you went over a year without buying one player.
We didn't. Did we need to? That
You,
was the
you
question
did.
as well.
Well, you could have won the Champions League.
I had a Champions League
You
final.
could have
but-
challenged for the title with those extra players. I think.
I
think
agree
that
with
was
the manager
what
and the team.
got you.
No, because we're only going to buy a player if the right player of the right caliber.
But
we
you
weren't
had
playing at
injuries at times, and you needed that backup there because
Well,
you
that's
hadn't
like-
bought anyone.
Then they say it's the luck of the, like they say it's the luck of the draw sometimes. With Leicester, they never had any injuries and they were able to have that title-winning run as well. If we didn't have the injuries that season, we could have won the title. You could say.
So you
But-
feel it's acceptable in modern day football not to buy a player for over a year?
Have we done that now though?
You've bought Ndombele.
We've reinforced.
Really? Who else have you got? Ndombele,
Lo Celso.
Celso,
And then Sessegnon.
Session.
And then we've got the young chap from Leeds.
But you don't even know his name.
Don't make me laugh.
The young chap from
The
Leeds.
young chap from Leeds.
I can say a different name for him, but I actually literally have to say he's a young chap.
So-
We're going to have to give him a chance. We
so-
loaned him back to them. as
So
well.
3 players, one first teamer,
Three that
one
you would,
guaranteed
three that you
starter,
would say.
2 potential.
Who would you say potential?
Lo Celso and Session
No,
are
because
first team
Danny
players
Rose,
now.
I'd say, is in a perfect position. That's why we will keep holding. We wanted
That's
to
what I mean.
offload.
So Session's going to be on the bench for another year. at
Not
least.
really. I'd say they'd both be
Well,
alternating their positions.
well,
Because Ben Davies
okay.
is an amazing left back as well, so we don't want to forget him either.
I wouldn't say amazing.
You're using very strong words for
Yeah.
average
He's
players.
a good. No,
I think we
he's.
slowly drifted away from the North.
Right.
London.
Okay,
go on,
so-
back to your-
right,
back to the
right,
topic,
right.
What's the score next week?
Honestly, I think it's going to depend what result we have this week against Liverpool. If we get
So what's the score this week against Liverpool?
Emery doesn't want to play Liverpool. He wishes that he never gets to play Liverpool.
Afraid.
How would you feel as an Arsenal player if you heard your manager say that?
oh,
Well,
there's
he
no
did.
confidence.
Huh?
I'm not an Arsenal player, am
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a friend.
You know,
I? No,
what does that?
he needs to, regardless whether what he says is correct or not, he needs to give that confidence to the players. He needs to make them believe they can win. Like that's what you need at the end of the day as a player. Without that, well, you know,
Is he playing mind games?
Emery
With that comment?
to make them prove themselves, possibly.
Or do you think he
Are the
genuinely
players in that
believes
mindset, or are they still kind of coming off the Wenger mindset from a year and a half ago?
Does Chamberlain
Well,
play?
not even a year and a half, a year and a bit.
Chamberlain, is he going to play against you?
He's just signed a new contract.
Yeah. You know.
Looking strong for Liverpool.
I mean,
Back
we should have
after
never let him go.
a year
He
and a
was
half
wasted at us. We didn't use him in the right way. There was a lot of
What's the score
next week or this.
next week?
Both.
Both. Give me both. Liverpool, Arsenal.
Oh, Liverpool probably win
Score.
2-1.
Arsenal, Spurs.
I'm going 2-1 to us.
Bibbs.
But there's not going to be much in it.
Liverpool beat Arsenal 4-1.
4-1.
Yeah, and Spurs will beat Arsenal 3-1.
There you go, folks. You've heard it here exclusively. Thanks very much for your viewing today. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show. A big thanks to our special guest, Bibbs.
Been a pleasure.
Tam.
Thank you.
From myself and Sammy, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show, and